mean, you can make mistakes, you can go backwards, but you do have the power to like push forward and make changes. And that takes a certain amount of grit though, because I mean, you've been doing this for a while. I know there are days when you wake up and you just feel like
every day,
I think I'm kind of done with this.
Every
like,
day.
how do I get out of this?
I think that every day.
Yeah. Or you're like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's just I don't know if it's like 50% grit and 50% stupidity.
Yes. That's a great way to put it.
Sometimes I think I'm just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You have to be kind of dumb.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I completely agree with that. And I tell my wife this all the time. I'm like, no one's as stupid as me.
Yeah, you're like, why are we doing this shit? But then you do something cool and you're like, oh, that's why we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I created that out of nothing.
It's the peaks and valleys, for sure. The feast or famine, I like to refer to.
It is.
Most people think it's financial. And yeah, it is a lot of times too. But like the feast or famine, I always like to refer to is just like, I feel like I am the most genius person in the world at times. And then equally feel like I'm also the dumbest person at times. And I go through that cycle many times throughout the same days.
But everybody's doing it. I mean, we're all making the same mistakes and doing stuff. And I mean, it's just part of the process, I think. We were talking about that when we were walking in. You can kind of look at after a few years of doing stuff, you can sort of look at someone and see where they are on the timeline of their journey.
Yeah. I guess another thing too is perseverance to a degree. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Josh and I kind of have difficulty sometimes quantifying what we consider to be successful. And we struggled with the idea for a long time. And over the years, I've noticed many online agencies and businesses come and go, right? And I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we're still here. We're still doing the same stuff.
I love you saying that.
Like sometimes like we expect this idea of success to be some grandiose sort of thing that we're going to experience or get to. And as someone who, I guess lives in success, which, I'm not saying like a whole lot there. I'm just saying like I consider myself successful by my own means.
Yeah, you pay the bills, man.
Right. I pay the bills doing what I love to do. Right. Yep. That is success. I control my schedule.
100%.
That is success. I'm working on a new post, man. What real rich really looks like. Again, I'm not a working title here, but like it's the same idea.
I love it.
Conveying what rich really looks like today. But yeah, I don't know, man. It just being able to like still do the same thing and wake up every day and be like, we're still here, we're still doing this. That is success.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, hands down. Because the financial security, the big wins, big payday or whatever, that comes and goes, man. It's as much as it comes, it's like you suffer an equal amount, in my opinion. And I don't care. I don't care what level you are. I mean, you look at somebody like Elon Musk, he's 400-time billionaire or whatever. It's like he's still suffering through some stuff. You know what I mean? That dude's got his own issues. We got our own issues. It's like it doesn't matter what level you're at. You're still riding those waves.
If it's not income, it's cash flow,
dude,
right? Or
something. It's always something. It's always a leak you got to plug or something.
Yeah.
But